No, I have to meet, no, you want to, I'll drop you off if you want. Yeah, I have to see a client in my North Valley Stream office, but that's not until 5 o'clock. You should be out of here. I have to. No, don't worry about it. Let's go, Patrick. He's here, without a tie.
Weird, I tried.
No tie.
That's because my daughter's in my bedroom. I can't get into get my stuff.
How you doing, Gail? Oh, thank you.
Good morning. This is the Town of Hempstead Board of Appeals, June 3rd, 2026, 9:30 a.m. hearing. Will everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, do you have any opening remarks?
Good morning. Is there anyone here who has not appeared before us before? Anyone who's not familiar with the protocols that we follow? Okay, I had to have one. Okay. No, that's okay. So the priority in which we call the case is as follows. First, we'll call for any adjournments. If there are no adjournments, then we'll get into the calendar. The first cases we called in the calendar are renewals. We'll go through those very quickly, and then we'll get into the cases themselves. The hearings are conducted in such a manner that the applicant is given the opportunity to present the case. If their case, if there are any people who are here in opposition, they'll be given the opportunity to speak. And finally, we allow the applicant to sum up. The evidence we will take is anything that's pertinent to the case. We're not constrained by the strict rules of evidence. This is not a court of law, it's an administrative body. Once we close the cases, we close the case and no additional evidence will be admitted. All right, the hearings are archived, they're videotaped. We have a court reporter here, so we would ask that no one talk over anybody else. I don't believe there's anyone who's going to talk over anybody else this morning. And I think we can get into the cases. Are there any requests for adjournment, Patrick?
Mr. Chairman, I do have one request for an adjournment. Case 28126, Oceanside Nathan's Famous of 2807 Long Beach Road Incorporated, also known as 2807 Long Beach Road.
Anyone here on that case?
Mr. Chairman, there is nobody appearing on that. I did receive a letter from the applicant's representative. Unfortunately, they were unable to make the meeting as they had their annual corporate board meetings today. They were requesting a short adjournment, June 24th at 11 a.m.
Is that okay?
That works.
Okay. 281. All right.
Next, we have case 28526, Oceanside, St. Anthony's Roman Catholic Church, amusement rides, special event, duration June 11th, 2026 through June 14th, 2026, with tents, also known as church parking lot. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Thomas Cicero III, 45 Merle Avenue, Oceanside.
You didn't sign in that way. You left out the third.
Third, I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
All right, so you're here for an amusement event.
This is our 57th annual St. Anthony's Feast. This is my 15th or 16th time sitting in front of you as a chairman or co-chair. We start on June 11th to Sunday, June 14th. Thursday's hours are from 6 to 10. Friday, 6 to 11. Saturday is 4 to 11. Sunday is 2 to 9. We have live entertainment every night. We have amusement rides every night. And we have a lot of great food and drinks.
How many rides?
I think we have between 12 to 14.
Who provides them? See, now you had to refer to your notes.
Yes,
No extemporaneous.
I can't pronounce his last name. Zaranis Amusements. It's a new company for us.
Oh, okay. You know the drill. What are the hours?
So our-
Music?
Our hours on Thursday will start from 6 to 10. Friday is 6 to 11. Saturday's 4 to 11. Sunday is 2 to 9.
Music?
Live music.
And when does it end?
Normally on the weekdays it's 10. On the weekends it's 11. On Sunday it's 9.
Don't you care as
Gen-
generally?
Generally speaking, the music needs to end at 10 on every night. So if we can just switch that to ending the music by 10 o'clock on Saturday.
We'll make a note of that.
Great.
Never had any issues, but we'll make a note of that.
How about security?
Not only do I have my volunteer Fathers Club walking around with security and earpieces, we now have about 100 new cameras placed around the entire church, an eye in the sky. And we have Nassau County Police Department has always been a presence at our feast every year, mounted in plain clothes and uniformed.
Oh, uniforms.
Yes.
Brightly colored.
So no, the
Security
uniform.
on it?
Well, our security guards are in security vests on purpose,
Okay.
and then the police have both uniform officers and plainclothes officers.
Okay. How about trash removal?
I have Oceanside Sanitation District providing me with a sanitation truck, so it gets picked up every single night. That's actually parked there the whole weekend, and we have a staff that will empty the garbage.
What about
Constantly.
policing the premises?
I have my Boy Scouts and Fathers Club that will walk the premise every night and every morning to make sure we're clean.
What about Zeppelis?
We have Zeppelis, yes. I also have sausage and peppers too. My gyro booth is also back this year.
Well,
For the Greek attendees, no leucomatis?
See,
They're like Zeppelis anyway. It doesn't matter. All right. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion from the bench?
I make a motion on case 285 of 26, Oceanside St. Anthony's RC Church, amusement ride, special event be granted as requested.
Second? All in favor? Any
have a
opposed?
great
Any-
celebration.
I'm down.
Have a good time. Becky.
There's a very interesting band playing
Next one.
Sunday night.
Pardon?
There's a great good band playing Sunday night.
The Beatles?
No, something called Permission to Launch.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Next, we have case 28226, Oceanside, Mark Kramer, renewal of grant to maintain pool and 6-foot-high fence in front yard on Mill Street, also known as 112 Bellevue Avenue. Mr. Chairman, there is an application for an appearance waiver.
Okay, yeah, we'll grant that. It is a residential case. For the record, the building department inspected the premises on September 22nd, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do I have any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would just move that the hearing be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision calendar, that the applicant be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Next, we have case 28326, Elmont, Shanaz and Mansour Sator, renewal of grant to maintain 6-foot-high fence forward to dwelling on H Street, 5-foot-high fence forward to dwelling on H Street and Cameron Street and within clear sight triangle, and 7-foot-high arbor forward of dwelling on Cameron Street, which may substantially obstruct line of sight, also known as 565 Cameron Street.
Anyone here on this case? Mark it second.
Next, we have case 28426, Uniondale Park Square Realty Incorporated, care of Gary Pasquaretto. Renewal of grant for variance in lot area to maintain 2-family dwelling, also known as 996 Harding Street.
Mark that one second. Oh, you're here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a covert manner of approach.
Yeah.
truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help God.
Which case is this?
That was almost like a failure to
This is
launch.
284.
Good morning, Board. Gary Pascaretto, 535 Hunter Lane, Oyster Bay, New York, 11771. I'm the president of Park Square Realty, appearing this morning.
I guess the prior grant.
Yeah, please.
We'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, sir.
All right. What were the conditions? Joe has it?
There are conditions.
What are they? Owner occupied? No?
I don't know, that's what we need to know.
Sir, when, did you own this property when the grant for a two-family was made, or did you
Yes,
buy it?
I've owned this property about 30 years. This is about my 7th appearance, except during COVID, I think it was a video appearance.
So that'd be 35. So were you the owner when?
Yes.
Okay, and when you got the grant from the zoning board at that time, was there a condition imposed that the owner of the premises be an occupant of the premises?
No, that never was, and I have the documentation here that it never was.
Okay.
Mrs. D'Amato, for the record, I did,
You found it.
on motion of Pellegrini, seconded by Perry, resolve that the application is granted temporary to January 6th, 2026. No other conditions
Oh, so you just
were
got,
imposed.
okay.
Okay. All right. So for the record, the building department inspected the property on March 27, 2026, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Would you like to add anything else?
No, basically, I think at my last hearing, I did say, being that this is my 7th appearance, I wish that there would be some kind of, whether it's this board's authority or the building department, to issue a permanent CO, being that I have maintained the property for over 30 years, and all the conditions have always been met. But I don't know if that's,
What happens when you sell it to a dirtbag?
Hold on.
well, then I would imagine the building department would inspect as they normally would, and if the grass is too high or there's issues,
Wouldn't have the
my record's
authority.
been impeccable.
We'll see you
We
in.
wouldn't have the authority to revoke the grant. However, we'll take it under advisement.
Okay,
Okay?
that's all.
Any other
Basically,
questions
the
from the
property
board?
is as is.
If not, can I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I just move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Sir, you will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Thank you very much.
All in favor?
Any opposed?
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have case 28626, Uniondale, Irene B. Rivas. Variances, height, rear yard, construct second-story addition, garage conversion to living space, and sun deck on top, all attached dwelling, also known as 1326 Larboard Court. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please take a seat, state your name and address of the record.
Chris Gray, architect, 2401 Capri Place, North Melbourne, New York, representing Irene Rivas, and she lives at 1326 Labrador Court in Uniondale.
Good morning, Mr. Gray.
Good morning. I am also standing in for Patty Schachter, architect. She's out of the state, so I handle some of her cases for her.
How is she doing? She hasn't been here in a number of years.
She's doing very well. She's doing very well. She's living in North Carolina.
Why she hasn't been here?
That's correct. Okay. So the two items that are listed on this write-up are a height variance and a rear yard variance. Now, in respect to the height, permission was given to this property under application 23-12402 to build a second-story addition. And in respect to the height, I look at the survey and I take the average of the crown of the road. There's one elevation of 65.3 and the second elevation of 65.75. I get an average of 65.5 feet in this.
Hold on, Mr. Gray.
Yes,
Permission was already given to add the second story.
Yes.
Has that second story been added?
That second story is what?
Has it been added? You already got.
Oh, yeah, the job is completed.
Okay, so the height that's before us, is it that or something else?
No, this is, on the survey shows the constructed elevation of the roof.
Okay, let me ask the question again. Are you here, is the height that's before us height of something that's already constructed, i.e. that second level that you got permission for and constructed, or someone did?
Yes.
Or is it because because it doesn't say whether, on my calendar, it doesn't say whether the request for height is related to a construct, or it seems to be related to construct second story addition, but you're talking to me about a second story that was already approved and put on. So I just want to understand where we are exactly.
Well, basically, the job is completed, and
No, what job?
I don't understand you.
What job was completed?
The second story.
The second story
Yes,
addition?
yes,
And that's the height request.
Is that the height request?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and it's not a construct that's before us, it's a maintain.
Well, it became an amendment. It became the job, the initial job was as of right. The job was constructed and things were made out of compliance. And
So the request for height variance that we're considering today is the request to maintain
yes,
a second story addition that needs a height variance because it wasn't constructed pursuant to the permit that was issued.
yes.
Okay, we could have done that the first time I asked the question, Mr. Gray.
Okay, we good? Okay,
Yeah.
so far so good.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, so I had explained the average in the street of 65.5 and the ridge height shown on the survey of 94.66 shows that this structure is at a height of 29.16 feet. So it is less than the 30 feet allowable.
So are you arguing that the building department was incorrect and you don't need a height variance?
That is correct. That's what I'm trying to say, yes.
Okay, well, that wasn't, that's a separate request. Anyway, so your claim today before us says we don't need a height variance because they read it wrong. Okay, when you talk about average, I'm sorry, you're referring to the average. First of all, this is not in a FEMA zone, or it is?
Oh, it's not. It's
Okay,
in Union.
so you're going with the crown of the road, which is
That's
the
correct.
proper measurement. And you're telling, so I'm looking here at your plans, or the plans submitted.
Yes.
If I call them your plans incorrectly, I'm sloppily referring to
I
plans
understand.
that are before us. The plans, okay,
Yes.
right. So it says here, average crown of road is 65.5 what? Give me 1 second. Ms. First, usually when I have the crown of road, it just says crown of road. Is it always the average, or do we need to look at the crown of the road in front of the subject property? Just get a little help here.
Well, as per the submitted drawings from the design professional on April of this year, the elevations actually show that the height from the crown of the road is at 30 feet 2 inches.
Wait, I just want to ask you, he's using sometimes people.
Yeah, he's using the average crown of the road, which is noted on the plans. They're noted on the plans. We always use the average crown of the road.
The average crown is 65.51, and
Correct.
there's no dispute by either of you as to that, right?
No,
Okay, great. Keep going, Mr.
So it's
Gray.
0.2.
it's 2 inches over 30. And because there was also an additional variance for a rear yard, the plan examiner noted the 2 inches
Right.
as a violation of height.
Okay,
We'll get to the rear yard in a moment, but
right, but let's stay on this. You're
stay on the height.
Okay, so the crown is at 69.94. Now, Ms. First is saying that the plans she saw correctly note it over. You're telling us not. So I just want to follow along with what you're telling us, Mr. Gray.
Yes.
So I see here, proposed ridge, height, roof, elevation
94.66 is the ridge height.
95.
Very hard to see.
Mine says 95.64.
90.
Proposed ridge, height, roof, elevation 95.64.
Yes, the plans say 95.64.
Wow.
Now, it says below that, max ridge height elevation 95.51. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to make of those two seemingly inconsistent numbers.
I'm looking at a survey. There must be another survey that exists, but mine says ridge height 94.66.
Okay, well, therein
Maybe.
lies the difference in the arguments being made. So what is the date? I'm looking at the plans. Let's just start with making sure we're looking at all the right documents.
The survey I'm looking at is dated July 17th, 2023.
Okay, well, I'm looking at plans, so I'm looking at plans that are dated revised, one revision, 5/30/2024, initially issued for filing 11/28/23. Do you have any, are you able to help us figure out what the date of the most current plans are?
I have a printed out. I have okay, wow, these are ancient. This date
Are you able to tell us
doesn't
what
seem
plans
right.
the examiner used?
I have that the latest set of drawings was April of 2026. So
Well,
April
okay,
26th.
when was this construction done?
I believe in sometime in 2023 it was
Okay,
completed.
so I don't understand how, if it's already constructed, how we could have more than one set of plans after it was constructed anyway. Isn't it measured and, I mean, I get clerical errors, but
a supplement was filed for the rear cantilever,
okay, but what I'm
which is
saying,
under the rear addition, and that's why we're now going for a height variance. The submitted supplement by the design professional also showed that a height variance was required with the
We
supplement.
don't have that.
hold on, wait, so let me just, but if the construction was done in the year 23, now, like I said, I'm looking at plans that were originally submitted at the end of November in 23 and were amended in 24 in the middle of the year. If they were amended in 24 at the middle of the year, after the construction was complete, even if they were later amended to add the cantilever, I don't see how the height changes because the building was constructed.
I have that the supplement was filed on Monday. Hold on. On Monday, July 15th, 2024. The supplement was filed. A
7/15/24.
supplement was filed.
Was that supplement of plans or site?
Yes, it was submitted by Patricia Schechter, who is the design professional, and she wrote, "The owner, Carlos Rivas, is also the framer. He decided to enlarge and extend the cantilever without first reviewing the change with me. The other changes in the supplement are minor interior alterations and a direct vent boiler. The plan examiner then reviewed the drawings not until recently, and then gave it a variance for rear yard setback.
So those
In
plans-
addition to reviewing that, the plans that were submitted by the design professional show that a height variance was required. So it may have been
that set of plans in 2024?
correct.
Okay, so the plans that you're referring to a site plan, and the plans that you are referring to that apparently show the height at 94 and change, are those the plans in front of you?
I'm looking at a survey.
Okay, but you see plans in front of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so what it looks like is it looks like the design professional erroneously wrote the wrong elevations on the drawing and the wrong height
Which drawing?
on the supplemental drawings that were submitted and that the plan examiner denied to this board. He is looking at a recent survey that was submitted, and that survey has different elevations than what the design professional put on the construction drawings.
Okay, but what's the date of the survey?
The date I'm looking at is July 17th, 2023.
That's back in 23.
Right, but the elevations never changed. The drawings on the supplement, it looks like that Patricia Schechter put the wrong numbers on the drawing, and that's what the plan examiner based the denial on. So the error, it was not with the building department saying that it's a height variance, it was that the design professional put the wrong numbers on the plan, and it looks like it does not need a variance for height.
I'm not entirely convinced of that, so I think we're going to have to figure something out. I think
Still 30 feet, 2 inches.
No, the
That's what-
drawings are saying that it's 30 feet 2 inches. The survey is saying that it's 29.16.
No pun intended, but what trumps what? The plans?
The survey
Plans
trumps
or
the
survey?
plans. The survey trumps the plans. The survey, as a surveyor, is what determines the elevations out in the field. He is indicating that it is a 94.66 elevation for the top of the ridge, and that the crown of the road average is 65.5. So when you subtract them, it comes out to 29 and change.
There's no one else here.
So
I agree.
This was noticed for a height variance, and there's nobody here.
Right.
So,
the plan examiner that reviewed this denied it under the auspices that the correct elevations were on the supplemental drawings without looking at the survey because a final survey was not required.
Okay,
yeah, better.
okay,
Don't want to adjourn.
all right. So rather than have I still think there's questionable documents here. And I think, number one, Ms. Schachter needs to get the correct documents into the board so that what's in the file, referenced in any decision made by this board is an accurate reflection of because the fact that it was built in 23 and then we have all these different dates in 24 and 25 with different numbers on them, to me gives rise to a bit of a question as to what the numbers really are, and that needs to be pinned down. But given that your position is that this survey, and you may be correct, indicates that a height variance is not needed, and that Ms. First, based on your representations of what that survey shows, understands how this issue may have been incorrectly rejected, I would, Mr. Chairman, make a motion that we dismiss the request for a height variance, and that we consider only the rear yard variance. And then, I still would say for you, please inform Ms. Schachter that we need her to reach out to our office and make sure that the plans that this board references in its decision and the survey in the file reference accurately reflect what was in fact constructed there.
Understood.
Okay.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. So on,
Just for the height has been dismissed.
no, that, understand you. Now to the second issue. The second issue is the rear yard. So the,
Withdrawn. We're going to withdraw that prior motion.
Wrong, there are two people in this case. Mr. Gray, the applicant, and this
Their
guy.
opposition.
No, but one is interested and I don't know who it
Wait
is.
a minute, wait a minute. What happens when I don't?
Yeah, so that's the applicant, that's Ms. Gray. I don't know who that is. So we'll get to it.
All right, go ahead on the rear yard.
okay. The original intention of this project was to have a 1-foot cantilever on the rear of the property, and the owner took it upon himself to extend it a little to a 2-foot cantilever, and also to expand this second floor to the east, making, and you can see on the property, rear property line is on an angle. So as this second-story cantilever travels east, it becomes closer to the property line. So the end result is that a rear yard of 22.5 feet was created, where a minimum of 25 is required. That's the biggie.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gray, I just want to make sure I'm looking, because I'm trying to look at so I just want to follow you. All right, so the setback, the variance for the rear yard is on the first story. It says on the materials, the first story, but I thought you were saying.
On the drawings that was submitted, there's a proposed plot plan. It's not a survey, but it seems to have a lot of surveying information on it. So that's where it notes the.
Yeah, I'm just going by the zoning analysis provided by
fine.
the architect.
That's fine.
So on that, it says minimum rear yard setback on the first story is 15 and existing is 25.9. Minimum rear yard on second story 25 NA. It actually sets out lot coverage oddly. It's not, what's with these plans?
The issue is on the second floor.
Which is not on the zoning information. Yeah, you see it on the, That's got to be corrected too. Tell Ms. I know you didn't prepare these
Right.
materials. Ms. Schachter, see on the plans, the
Yes.
zoning grid,
Yes?
also wrong. Okay. So let me just get the right number. I apologize. So on the other thing,
It's 22.5 versus.
yeah, it says NA on proposed on the other one. So what is the second story setback that you're, that
Yeah,
actually,
the existing setback is 22.5 feet
instead
to
of
the,
the
to the
20,
second story cantilever,
22.5?
where 25 minimum is required.
Understood. Okay. I have no further questions, Mr. Chairman.
I want to see a search, please, the file. Thank you.
Becky, will you just, I know you know what you're doing, but can you just tell Mr. Gray the items Ms. Schachter needs to correct? Because it's the zoning materials on the plan, the zoning materials on the,
Yeah, it's
just so you have a list to give her, Mr. Gray. All right.
got to fix our chart. Okay. And correct the elevation. Okay.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Gray?
That is my case.
We're done, John.
Any other questions from the board? If not, wait a minute, I'm sorry. We have two other people signed in.
Well, one is Mr. Gray, one is the applicant. Joe.
There are two others, one interested and one in favor. Would anyone else like to speak? If not, oh, you would? On this case? Come up. Don't sit there in silence. Come up, sir.
We found him. The other person is the
Has the
applicant.
shed been
This is
removed as
applicant.
it states on the plot plan?
Excuse me? What?
Shed,
Oh,
remove metal shed,
uh,
lower right-hand corner.
The applicant's here, so we can ask her.
I don't.
Young man.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
We ready?
Maybe you could ask the applicant.
Wait a minute. The applicant is here?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Has the shed been removed?
Hold 1 second.
She's got to be sworn in.
One in.
Give us 1 second.
And it's gotta-
Speak loudly and into the microphone, please.
Irene Rivas, 1326 Larbour Court, Uniondale.
You can take it. So
Oh, okay. Huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
go ahead, Joe.
Has the shed been removed?
Has the shed. We're in process right now.
Oh,
The answer, is that a yes or a no?
No,
Okay, thank you.
and is the basement finished?
yes.
And it says, and what is down in the basement? It says, install backwater valve and 3-piece bath and basement, kitchen, sink, dishwasher, 5-piece bath on the first floor. What's in the basement?
There's no kitchen.
And I'm just, what,
A bathroom, the boiler, I guess, the Navian, the
Okay.
machine, whatever gives me hot water, and the electricity area,
right,
open space.
and Becky, the cellar entrance, is that in violation of the rear yard as well? It isn't, because we don't calculate, but we should.
We don't.
Understood.
Mhm.
So you have open plumbing permits. Have they, the backwater valve for the 3-piece, backwater valve is open permit. The bathroom, the kitchen upstairs is an open permit. And what's of more concern says to install 2 gas HVAC units and a hot water heater. Has that been done? Have you installed them?
Okay, you gave me a couple of items. What
Okay,
about
so
the
what he's
plumbing?
giving you are open permits that need attention because they need to be closed. And oftentimes when they're not closed, the concern we have, for example, using the gas units he referred to. You get a permit, they get installed, the permit gets closed. If they don't get closed, hold on a minute. If they don't get closed, then the concern is, were they properly completed so that they're safe? Because part of closing them is the inspector comes out, checks that they're all properly installed, properly, and they're all safe, and closes the permit. So he's listing for you, if you want to take a photograph of that with your phone, those are the open permits that need attention, and you can talk to Ms. Schachter or Mr. Gray about that.
Okay. I know that in each process of the construction, I guess the inspector came out and they viewed everything.
Yeah,
I don't know if that would answer
that's
that.
part of the construction.
Has the,
So they'll come out and
Currently,
inspect.
there is open permits on the property in addition to the fence permit, which has not been picked up nor the permit issued because the fee has not been paid.
how about the gas installations? Has that been closed?
They have not been closed out yet.
They have not.
No.
So all those permits, yes, inspectors came out during your construction. There are periodic inspections to check the rough plumbing, for example, to check the electrical, to check the walls, and they close the walls. So we have no way of knowing if they happen to glance at that, but the fact that they're not closed means that no one formally examined for all the requirements, those items, and closed out those permits. In
Okay.
addition, the fence permit's not even been picked up.
Okay.
So that may, I don't know much time you have left on that. But those, you need to take those up with Mr. Gray or Ms. Schachter, whoever you're going to use, to make sure those get fully inspected, completed, and closed out.
Okay. I
Okay.
think I got the certificate from the electrician and the plumber.
That's for the
Ma'am,
Is that
without belaboring the point,
Take a picture.
speak to Mr. Gray about what has to be done,
okay?
okay?
If you want to photograph that sheet, because it specifically lists the open permits.
All right.
Ms. Gray, will you just show her
Anything
where it
else
says
you'd like
open
to add,
permits?
Ms. Rigas?
Later, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is,
Sarah, anything else you'd like to add?
that is it at this moment.
Sarah, your name and address for the record?
Stephen Oury, 1308 Larboard Court, Uniondale. Concern was the notice that was sent out. It was talking about the garage conversion to living space and sun deck on top. It seems like you're not even addressing this because it's not an issue, but there is no sun deck. It was a two-story construction. So it was a concern about the notice that was given to the neighbors.
I'm sorry. Give me a second to find it.
What about the garage conversion?
So, and I need the plans again.
Yes.
What has been constructed where on top of the garage conversion that is being referred to in the notice as a sun deck? What, does it have walls? Does it have a roof? What is it? What is that?
Okay. So the original house was a cape. So there was already an existing second floor, I mean. 2 bedrooms. There was, I guess, the deck area, a open rooftop deck, and that we made it into my daughter's room. But everything was submitted in the plans and approved.
Okay, yeah, we're doing the semantics here. So where it says on the notice, garage conversion to living and sun deck on top, is there still a sun deck?
No, the plans show that it was going to be enclosed, and that's my daughter's bedroom.
It's just that what's on these plans isn't exactly.
And I think the letter is confusing more.
What's on the plans, we've already learned isn't what's there. That's why I'm just asking what's actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dale, do you have another one of these, the batteries out?
Miss First. All right, so your concern.
Thank you.
Your concern was that you expected there to be a sun deck on top of the former garage, and there's a room instead.
Well, based on the notice that was provided, is that it stated that there was going to be a sun deck on top of the garage conversion. It is a 2-story addition that was added, and you can see it by the Nassau County Assessor's Office website that it's a 2-story addition that's been on that house since the construction was done. But it was a concern was it an approved 2nd-story addition? And if not, how was it constructed without an inspector seeing it being done and also then complying with the electric being good before they closed it all up?
So you're not concerned, you didn't come because you thought there would be a deck and you didn't want a deck. And you didn't come because you are opposed to the room itself, but rather that it was properly done and constructed safely, et cetera.
At this point, correct, because
Okay.
based on what I was hearing, that it was on the plans, yet the notice that went out to the
Understood.
neighbors said something different.
Ms.
It
First,
was confusing to say the least.
Ms. First, Ms. First, the approved plans is the room that was constructed above the garage. It was a room that was permitted to be constructed that way.
Here's the title of the request for the variance. The notice is incorrect. The building permit was issued for a construct a second floor. Actually, the actual title is repair fire damage.
Okay, but the room that they constructed was appropriately consistent with the permit they were granted.
Everything that was granted originally was removed. That's,
This gentleman's concern is just that when it was constructed.
yes, it has gone through its periodic inspections. It was constructed to plan. The only amendments to the plan were the rear cantilever.
Okay, and even though the wording is poor, it's, okay.
Yes.
So it was safely constructed with the permit, so that answers that question.
Yes, because that was not on that house at the time of the fire. So it wasn't to put it back into existing condition.
Correct.
It was
Right.
to add a full second story onto that house.
Correct.
And it was on the, you claim, it was on the plans and it was approved. It was inspected. We don't have to worry about another fire in that house because it was improperly done or hidden or anything
Correct.
along those lines.
Correct. And understand the concern, but yes, that's why I want to
Yes.
clarify, because, let's get it right,
Yeah, because I'm listening to all the different changes in the plans and how things changed, and I want to make sure it was something that was done according to the building
Yes.
inspector.
And in a short time, we should have the accurate plans on file, if you have any concerns. Ms. Schachter, who drew the plans, is going to get them revised so they accurately reflect what was approved and what's actually there. And hopefully those things match.
Great.
Anything else, sir?
No, because it sounds like what the discussion was, everything is according to the way
Okay.
it went through the
Yes, and
plans.
there will be no height variance.
And I just have to say, I'm happy that you're dealing with the open permits as well, because there may be a discussion about the house being sold. So just want to make sure everything's up to par.
And if
Or
it
there's
already
any
had a
chance that
fire.
it can be, yes, no more fires again. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else you'd like to add?
That is my case.
All right. Any other questions from the board? Not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Gray, you and your client, and you, sir, will all receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you very much.
Next, we have cases 28726 through 29026, Baldwin Oscar Lennis. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, rear yard, maintain addition and carport, both attached to dwelling. Special exception to maintain accessory structure shed higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal maximum on all sides with lot area occupied variance. Special exception to maintain second accessory structure, gazebo, higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal maximum with lot area occupied variance. Special exception to maintain third accessory structure, gazebo, higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal maximum with lot area occupied variance, also known as 720 Beach Street. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Lisa Koshia with Permits Are Us, 338 Jericho Turnpike, number 396, Syosset, New York, 11791. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board.
Morning.
I'm here on behalf of Mr. Linus, who wishes to maintain an addition, carport, 2 gazebos, and a shed. This property is located in a Residence B zone. The carport has a side yard setback of 1.6 feet where 5 feet is required. And the enclosed porch has a rear yard setback of 5.2 feet, where 15 feet is required. Gazebo number 1 has a horizontal max of 18.5 feet, and gazebo number 2 has a horizontal max of 14 feet, where 12 feet is required.
Hold on, Ms. Kachia.
Yes.
On gazebo number 1, which is our second accessory structure 2, it says exceeding horizontal maximum, on number 3. I'm sorry, one of them says on all sides. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the shed.
The
I
shed,
apologize.
yes.
The shed's all sides. So on the first gazebo, it has horizontal max. It doesn't say how many sides. So is that on 2 sides, the 18.5?
It's also higher.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I could take.
All right, and so could we do each unit, instead of going
By itself?
horizontal, can you just do gazebo 1?
Sure.
Which is shed, or accessory 2?
So gazebo 1 has a horizontal max of 18.5 feet, where 12 feet is allowed, and is 9.6 feet high,
Okay.
where 9 feet is allowed. And then gazebo number
No,
2.
larger.
Sorry.
What's your larger on gazebo 1?
Square footage.
Oh, the square footage? I apologize. I don't have it in here.
I don't know the other side, so.
Sorry. Gazebo number 1 is
18.5 by,
222 square feet, where 144 square feet is allowed.
okay. Now
Then-
gazebo 2.
And then gazebo number 2, we have the horizontal max of 14 feet, where 12 feet is required, and 10.2 feet high, where 9 feet is required.
And larger?
And it is 167.67 feet, where 144 feet is allowed.
Square feet.
Okay.
Square feet, yeah.
And then the shed, and then we need the setbacks on some of them, so.
So the shed exceeds the horizontal max allowed of 12 feet on all sides. The shed is slightly irregular in shape. It has 4 different sides.
Okay.
So one side is 15 feet, another side is 22.6 feet, another side is 13 feet, and another side is 18.4 feet.
Okay, and then it's gonna need higher and larger. And I can't figure out larger for you, so.
That's okay. Larger, sorry. So the shed is 288.84 square feet,
Okay,
where 144 square feet is allowed.
and the height,
And I apologize, I don't have it written down, so I'm just looking. It's 11 feet 4 inches in height, where 9 feet is allowed.
are either of these gazebos otherwise enclosed?
No,
Is the roof a solid roof on them?
it is, yes.
So if we were to consider this, your client would agree to a condition that they neither gazebo ever be further enclosed in any fashion?
Yes, they would agree to that.
Okay, I think some of these accessory structures need other things. So you'll do the lot area occupied, so you don't need to do that. The third gazebo, they all just need lot area occupied, so you'll do that in your main number.
Right. So the enclosed porch, carport, gazebos, and shed have a lot coverage of 38.54%, where the required is 27.5%.
That's with the house, right?
Correct.
How much of that is the house?
What was the total?
See if I
number,
have
John?
it on here.
38.54.
Dwelling.
That's
I have square feet on the dwelling, but I don't have percentage of coverage.
The house takes up 31.57%.
31.57, Ms. first. So the gazebo's in shed and, I'm sorry, was the porch open? I apologize.
No, the porch is enclosed.
Ms. First, does the 31 include the porch?
Yes,
So the difference of about 7%, that's, so the two gazebos and shed are the 7?
7.6%, 7.06.
Those three items, 7.06. And then did I ask you about the carport not being further enclosed?
You didn't, but I was actually going to say that my clients will, the condition of not enclosing the carport is fine.
So we'll end up with enclosed space of less than, of 30 or less.
Right. 30,
No, the house,
31.7.
31.857.
But I think that's with the carport or not? The porch is included in
Becky, is the 31.57, which includes the enclosed porch, that does not include the carport, correct? Carport should be figured into that calculation.
The carport is figured into that calculation.
It is figured in?
Yes.
So we'll
Okay.
end up with enclosed space.
Less than 30.
Okay, so that's good.
Okay.
Is there a swimming pool there?
No, no pool.
And then I just thought I was missing, I got side yard 1.6. Is that right, Ms. Kachia? Got the overall lot area and I got the rear yard.
Hold on 1 second. Side yard of the carport was 1.6 feet where 5 feet's required, yes.
And that's the only thing needing side yard relief?
Yes.
About the rear yard.
The
You
rear
mentioned
yard,
that there was 5.2 feet
5.2,
versus 15.
right.
Well, that 5.2 is the whole addition, huh?
Yes.
It's a big area. It's a big encroachment. Well, really small yard, but, okay.
My client has spoken with his neighbors, and they stated that they have no objections. I have consent letters from both adjoining neighbors. If I could submit that, please.
We'll accept those in evidence.
Thank you.
Which neighbors are those, Ms. Kachia, by name?
Sorry.
The neighbors are directly connected. I added a map on there and highlighted the neighbors on the map. It is,
Sing and Wang.
Ms. Kachia, does this have a garage?
it does, has an attached two-car garage.
Where would that be located on the plot plan?
See if we have.
Hold on.
I just see carport, there's no indication of a garage.
Sing.
And the Google Earth pictures make it very confusing.
Okay. I didn't look at the Google Earth pictures. I don't know what you see.
Scale. What's on the screen now is a carport. I'm not sure. And then it shows a two-car garage, which is not indicated on the plot plan.
Wang. 2080.
So what I'm seeing here with this yellow vehicle, it does not look like that. The carport is an actual, this is falling apart on here. The carport is an actual structure. So it looks different than what you see here. I have a picture. Thank you.
And
When were the photos taken, and did you take them, and do they fairly and accurately show what they purport to represent?
Yes, the pictures were taken last fall. I personally did not take the pictures. Somebody from my office took the pictures, but I have visited the property and they accurately depict what's there now. Mr. Pellegrini, I could show you the picture I have if you'd like. Oh, you have the pictures. Okay.
it doesn't show, it says carport, but it doesn't show the two-car garage, which is attached to the dwelling.
Are there plans? Here, let me give you plans.
I think what's it?
While they're doing that, Ms. Kachia,
Sure.
I just want to ask you a little thing. So the map you handed in does show a letter from the people that I was interested in?
Yes.
Which is on the thing, it's Wang Gill.
Yes.
But the person signing is Hill Pluviosi?
Yes, and on the map, the name, if you look at the list of names and addresses that are printed that have to go out for the mailings,
Okay.
the person that's listed as Pluviosi on that is D.H. Pluviosi Wang and Erica Gill. Those are listed as the owners.
So it's not a change of ownership, it's accurate?
It is not, it's the same people, correct?
Mommy, I gotta tell you a funny story.
Danny, the driver,
No.
says he told you.
When we deliberate, which item is
May
your,
I see those pictures?
which item is your client going to be willing to reduce? Because a 38.54% lot area occupied on a 9,437 square foot lot is a little bit of a reach.
But these are all, their enclosed space is gonna be lower than 30%.
All right, why don't we save that for deliberations, please?
Yes, okay.
All right. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Kachia, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Ms. Laspisa.
Next, we have case 29126 through 29226, Wantagh, Dennis Lang III and Sarah Lang. Variances, front yard average setback, lot area occupied, construct second-story addition, covered porch, one-story vestibule, and second-story cantilever, all attached to dwelling. Variance, side yard, maintain AC unit attached to dwelling, also known as 2368 Wantagh Avenue. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Diana Laspisa with Morano Expediting Services, P.O. Box 39, Bethpage, New York, 11714, here on behalf of the property owners, Dennis and Sarah Lang. Good morning, Chairman,
Morning.
members of the board. It's a very short morning for you guys today. I'm excited for you.
Just wait.
I spoke too soon. I hope that doesn't mean this will take long. All right, so the subject property is a substandard lot within the Residence B zoning district. The applicants are requesting approval to construct a second-story addition, including 2 cantilevered areas, a covered front porch, and a vestibule. In addition, relief is requested to legally maintain an existing air conditioning unit and install a proposed second unit. The requested variances are as follows. The reduction of the required front yard setback from 25.03 feet to 22.03 feet for the vestibule, and
What is the average front yard in the area?
25.03.
Oh, I thought that's what you said is existing at the house.
It's actually it is actually 25.08.
25.08
8 is what's required.
Oh, that's the okay.
25.03 is
existing,
correct,
Okay,
correct.
gotcha.
Very rarely does that get that close. For the vestibule was 22.03 and 19.03 feet for the covered porch. The reduction of the required side yard setback from 5 foot to 3.8 feet for the existing and proposed AC units, and an increase in maximum permitted lot coverage from 27.5% to 31.2%. The homeowners, the Langs, purchased the property in the spring of 2021, shortly before their wedding. As lifelong residents of the area, they were excited to establish roots in the community and purchase a home where they could build their future. Since that time, their family has grown significantly. They are in their mid-30s and they now have 2 children, including a newborn who was born just 4 weeks ago, and they have begun to outgrow the existing home. The current residence contains 3 second-floor bedrooms. However, due to the limited ceiling heights, the bedrooms provide minimal usable space and inadequate closet storage. The proposed dormer and second-story improvements will create a more functional living environment by providing properly sized bedrooms, adequate closet space, and a dedicated laundry room. The renovation will also allow for the addition of a full bathroom for the children as well as a primary bathroom for the homeowners, greatly improving the home's functionality for a growing family. The requested increase in lot coverage represents 264 square feet of additional coverage, and this increase is primarily attributable to the proposed covered porch, which is 198 square feet. And the 2 cantilevered sections are only 31 square feet and 35 square feet. These improvements are modest in scale and are common residential features found throughout the surrounding neighborhood and within the jurisdiction of this township. The proposed additions are consistent with the character of the area and will enhance the appearance and functionality of the home without adversely impacting neighboring properties. With respect to the air conditioning units, 1 unit currently exists and that services just the first floor of the residence. So the proposed second unit is necessary to accommodate on the second, to service the new second floor living space. The placement of air conditioning condensers within side yards is common throughout the township, the neighborhood, and does frequently require similar zoning relief. We feel the requested variance is minimal, seeking relief of only 1.2 feet. Furthermore, the units are located adjacent to the neighboring property's driveway, minimizing any potential impact on adjoining residential areas. And the homeowners have discussed the proposed project with their immediate neighbors. No objections have been expressed. Additionally, the property located to the west is substantially screened from the applicant's rear yard, further reducing any visual impact with the proposed improvements. And for these reasons, the applicants respectfully request that the board act favorable on the application. The relief sought, we feel, is minimal. It will not produce any undesirable change in the neighborhood character and is necessary to allow the homeowners to reasonably accommodate their growing family needs while maintaining a home consistent with the surrounding community. I did submit pictures of the subject property as well as 4 other residences that are all along Wantor Avenue, all with the porches in the front that span the width of the residence.
Ms. LaSpisa?
Yes.
The porch that's being proposed, the covered porch, is that since you need lot area occupied, would your client agree to keep that porch otherwise enclosed?
100%. They have no intention of enclosing it.
I have no other questions.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. LaSpisa, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor? Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, we have a second call.
Okay.
Case 28326, Elmont, Shnazin Mansour Sator, renewal of grant to maintain 6-foot-high fence forward of dwelling on each street, 5-foot-high fence forward of dwelling on each street in Cameron Street and within clear sight triangle, and 7-foot-high arbor forward of dwelling on Cameron Street, which may substantially obstruct a line of sight, also known as 565 Cameron Street.
So for the record, this is a residential case and the applicant did not request an appearance waiver. However, we're going to grant an appearance waiver sua sponte. And for the record, the building department inspected the property on March 13th, 2026, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by this board are being complied with. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. The applicant will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
I believe that concludes the 9:30 calendar. We'll take a short break and be back at 10:45. And we'll do some decisions.
Deal.
Make sense? All in agreement?
Very good sense.
Okay. Gail, do we have a file? That's the file.
That's a funny looking.
Small file for a change. And there's a change of occupants. Oh, Jesus.
So what happened? It's the same people on it, but they got new occupants.
When did it expire?
Reappear as new residents.
And there were
When did
no,
it expire? Hearing date, okay.
no, we had a hearing. Okay.
Next, we'll be calling case 1911 near Valley Stream. Surjit Singh Kalhar, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, also known as 11 Clovelly Drive.
In this religion, do,
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name and address for the record.
I thought.
11 Clovelly Drive, Valley Stream, 11580. Surjit Kalar.
Okay.
Okay.
Sukharaj Kalhar.
Can you pull the microphone closer?
Sukharaj Kalhar, 11 Clovelly Drive, Valley Stream, New York, 11580.
Okay.
Okay, are you two married?
Yes.
Okay. So you're here to renew your mother-daughter, but the occupants keep changing so much that we wanted to find out who all will be, because each time it seems that the occupants change a lot, and there are certain requirements by law that we have to continue to meet, that, the owner lives in it, which I believe, I understand you do, and that the other unit is occupied by a person with the proper relationship to the owner. That's the statutory requirement that we have to adhere to. I have a question so, sir, you're the owner of the property, is that correct?
Yes.
On the title, it's your name?
Yeah.
Same as before? Yes. Okay. And then, is anyone else here named on the title of the property, or just Mr. Kalhar? If I'm saying it right.
His name may be, I don't know if my name is on it, but mostly everything is on it.
Okay. And then I was noticing that when it was originally granted, that the is it Kalhar? Is that how I say it? Okay. Mr. Kalhar had also you, and then 3 children. Amandeep Kaur.
She's married now.
Okay. And then what's said is 2 sons, son of owner. And one son is Gurjot Kalhar, and one is Jaspal Singh.
Yeah.
So I just didn't, Jaspal's I don't know fully how it works with the names, but he's a son but has a different name.
No, we all have our sons, both of them. We married from 1987.
Oh,
but
so
that time when I go to the hospital, they ask you for a marriage certificate, the last name. So that time, one time when my first daughter born, I have a Soul, so they put Soul on her name. Then my second daughter born, they put Kaur. They don't even ask, because I want to put Kaur on my. So when we took citizenship, then when Jaspal born, he have a Singh, so they give him Singh. So after him, then we got a citizenship. Then we changed to Kalhar. So he changed his last name. And then my one son, Gurjot, he born in India, so they don't ask anything. They just put his last name, Kalhar. So that's why all the kids have a last name different. And my daughter, Amandeep, she's married now. So she's her in-laws. And my daughter, Navjot, she married before, but then she get divorced, so she come back to my home. So she living with us like a...
Daughter. All right.
okay, that's very fun.
All is our kids, so...
What is the last name? Satnam?
No, they moved from, they are our relatives, but they moved, they're not going to come back. So we have a new list. So this, my kids and my daughter and a husband, wife, we're 6
So
people.
there's a new list.
New list. So the list, we'll accept that because the new list is going to replace the one we have.
I hope you make them pay you. I hope you make them contribute to the expenses.
Could do that.
Well, like, I'm going to start charging my son.
I had a revelation. Get ready. It might be more appropriate and better for them to apply for a senior residence.
You can do that.
And
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of a senior residence?
No.
It's very similar to a mother-daughter, but if the owner of the property is 65 years or older,
Yes.
62, then it allows you to, the owner live there and rent to other people.
Mhm. We don't want to.
No.
Yeah.
In theory, you could rent to the children. There's a limited requirement. You don't have to come back to this board.
Oh.
You would deal with the building department. This is Rebecca First. She is a senior plans examiner with the building department and an expert on senior residents.
You would be able to not have to renew your grant anymore with the Board of Zoning Appeals and not have to worry about who's living there. Okay? Regardless of the renting situation, if you ever wanted to rent it out, you could. So what I'm going to suggest you do is after this, contact me. My email address is on there, and we'll go through the process of converting and filing an application to convert your mother-daughter to a senior residence. Then you would not have to go through this hearing process. There is a renewal process, but it's as easy as paying a fee and having the inspector come see, and that's it. Okay? And then we don't have to worry about who's living in the house and so forth, okay?
Thank you.
If you want to.
Okay.
You don't have to,
Okay, no problem.
okay?
Okay, so we were just comparing the new list to the old list. And it looks like the 6 people, Patrick, can I just see that real quick? It looks like
We have to have that notarized, but you can refer to it.
okay, so the list that we thought we were going to be working with today had 8 people on it. The new list that you've just given us, which you're going to have to get notarized, but
Yeah, no
anyway,
problem.
has 6 people on it. Those 6 people are from the other list. The only people that look like are missing, I just want to confirm with you, is Satnam Singh and Balbir Kaur. Those 2 are no longer living there. So
You downsized from 8 people to 6 people.
So I'm going to mispronounce these names, but so the 6 people living there are going to be the 2 of you, right? And then Navjot Soha. Okay.
Gurjot.
Gurjot Kahar. Gurcharan
My mother.
Kar.
All right. And they're all, and Jasper, right? Okay.
Okay, so we have it right, okay. Patrick, here's the,
Okay, get it signed and notarized.
okay, so basically, no big deal, right?
Definitely with the mother-daughter.
Yeah, they told
I
me.
assume so.
Just go through it.
Okay. So I assume, since you guys have had a mother-daughter for a while, that you're familiar with the conditions related to mother-daughter use, but I'll just go over them real quickly.
You don't have to, just,
Are you familiar with 1 doorbell, 1 mailbox, all that? Okay.
Okay,
And you want to make sure she knows that she can't sell it
Right.
as a mother-daughter? And
I think they're gonna.
if you were to sell the property, you can't sell it really as a mother-daughter.
Yes, so that's the
Okay,
problem.
you understand. Okay, good.
But if you had a senior residence, you could probably sell it to another.
I definitely talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah, follow the procedure. Yeah, that's better, I think, so better option.
That's my recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no other
All right.
questions.
Did they sign?
Oh,
Good,
great.
notarized. Okay, any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Everyone who signed in will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor? Any
Thanks,
opposed?
folks. Have a nice
Thanks for
day.
coming in. Thanks for making your appearance. Who's he rooting for? Next, okay. Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's right here, hon.
Decisions, pal.
Nope.
Decisions.
We have one more.
Lunch.
We have one more.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, right.
Next, we have case 23826, Woodmere, Shakila Parveen, variances, lot area occupied, rear yard, construct second floor addition, expanded rear deck, front covered porch, and rear addition with roof deck, all attached to dwelling, also known as 920 Midway Drive. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Tim Jordan, 74 Cherry Lane, Smithtown, New York, 11787. Good morning.
Morning.
Here today representing Shakila Parveen of 920 Midway Drive, Woodmere. We are proposing a master suite with a walk-in closet and sitting room, as well as a balcony over a one-story extension, which is a dining room bump out. If you notice on the plot plan, you'll see there's a 5 by 11.5 and a 5 by 13.3. The 13.3 is the actual only encroachment that is coming off of the existing foundation. The 11.5 is a kitchen remodel, which is now going to have the kitchen sink to nicely look out into the backyard. And by doing so, we will have to move the sliding door over from to where the new dining room is and expand the deck so that they have a place to actually go out and connect to the existing deck. We're here for the lot coverage, which in this zone is 27.5. As it sits right now, from a previous variance due to the deck in the back, we have a 33, that was at a 33.5. With our proposal, this is, now that we've removed the front porch, we are down to 35.9, which is an increase of 2.4% to the existing.
I'm sorry, I wrote down 32.5, which is what I thought. And then you said we were down to 35, so I must have missed something.
No, if I did, that would have been a mistake on my part.
So you're allowed 27.5, and what are you proposing with all these projects? I mean, what's the aggregate proposal?
It should be 33.9. I'm going to check I will now double check the new updated plot plan. Yes, it is. It's 35.9.
Oh, 35.9. So with this request, there are 3 items: expanded rear deck, front covered porch. I know there's other item, but the 3 I want to focus on, and the roof deck. Those 3 items, would your client accept a condition, if we were to approve those, I won't know, that none of those 3 be further enclosed?
Absolutely. For the record, we're back on the adjournment because we have taken off the enclosed, the roofed over porch in the front.
Front covered porch?
Yes, that is no longer a part of this.
longer-
No longer a part of this application.
Okay, so we'll dismiss that portion of the request. And then the only 2 items that I would ask you about not enclosing are the expanded rear deck, and what by that I mean, the rear deck's gonna be expanded, but I'm asking about enclosure of any portion of the whole deck once it's enlarged.
Yes.
Okay, and then the roof deck that is proposed on top of the rear addition.
Correct. Yes. Yes. She would not have an issue with that. This is how when she first bought the house, this was her vision to eventually to do this renovation, and unfortunately she purchased a house which had a previous variance with put her up there in the lot coverage percentage.
Okay.
The overall addition, as far as square foot, we're 84.6 on the deck and 66.5 square feet on the addition.
Yeah. Tell me why.
Wait, do you mean?
Obviously, as you see the radius map, there's a canal on the outside, so it's not a congested area. There's lots of privacy, and as far as I'm aware, all neighbors that are adjoined to her are in favor of the application. I believe someone may have submitted something in writing in favor.
I have no further questions. 100%.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I will move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor? Any opposed?
We will decide some of the cases this evening, so if you want to take a look tomorrow or call over, or look online. I don't know if your case will be decided this evening, but I know the weather is getting nice and people want to get going if they're approved, so
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you.
you got it.
Okay, so we're going to take a 5-minute break, come back and do decisions. All right. All right.
No, my cousin isn't that bad. But yeah, it's a
Sunday.
pain in the butt. But I also heard, not the mouth guard, that, but I knew about that. And I said, go check it out. But there's something, they said that like you could put like, it's not an implanted something, but it's something that like you put near the back. Like, I was like, how does that work?
It like shocks, it's like zaps your throat, like, so that it just moves your tongue.
Oh, I wonder if that, but wouldn't that wake you up?
It's like a, I don't think it's like
So basically.
All right, all right. Let's do some decisions, okay? All right, case 285 of 2026, Oceanside St. Anthony's Roman Catholic Church, amusement ride, special event, June 11th to June 14th. That's at the northeast corner of Anchor and Lincoln Avenue. That was granted from the bench. No music past 10 o'clock. Case 281 of 2026, Oceanside. Nathan's Famous of 2807 Long Beach Road. That has been adjourned to June 24th at 11 a.m. Next case, 282 of 2026, Oceanside. Mark Kramer, renewal of a grant to maintain a pool and 6-foot-high fence in front yard on Mill Street. Property address is 112 Bellevue Avenue. We granted an appearance waiver.
So upon discussions with the building department, the fence in its location no longer needs a variance. So if the board is inclined to
Dismiss it as moot.
either
How
that
does
or
a
else grant
fence
it
in the front
permanent.
yard, a 6-foot fence in the front yard, not need a variance?
Because I believe it's at 311. It's the primary front
Oh,
yard.
311.
Yes.
I thought you said at 311, so I'm looking at the
No,
address.
sorry.
And ironically, the address is 112.
Yes,
so
there you go. There's an 11 in there.
It could be dismissed as moot.
Either dismissed as moot, or else if the board wants to grant it permanently,
No,
it's kind of moot.
no. Rather
No.
dismiss it, because if the ordinance changes, it's no longer legal.
Okay.
It's legal now.
Okay.
Okay, so, a motion to dismiss the application as moot?
I make a motion on file number 282 of 26 Oceanside, Mark Kramer.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you're gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, you're not going to dismiss the whole application,
Right,
just the
because-
fence portion of it,
Yeah.
because the other portion is maintaining a pool.
What I was going to do.
Got it.
Um,
Didn't think you were that astute. Okay.
Well, unless they were going to remove the pool, you know. I make a motion on index number 282 of 26 Oceanside, Mark Kramer. On the first part, we dismiss the fence as moot, the 6-foot-high fence in the front yard, and we grant the renewal to maintain the pool.
I second.
All in favor? Any opposed?
Christina, will dismissing the renewal of that extinguish the original grant of it? Because I want to make sure that that happens too.
We will certainly look into it to make sure that whatever the intent of the board is to allow them to have the pool and dismiss the fence because the fence is legal.
Allegedly legal.
Correct. So,
Okay, by way of the current interpretation.
correct, of 311.
So,
your
but
favorite
then what
section.
would happen is, because there are two things. If the pool is gone,
Yes.
we just can't have it where if that ordinance changes, they still get to argue this fence is legal without a variance.
Sure.
If that ordinance, if that ordinance one day is properly interpreted, then this fence is not legal and they will need to get a variance.
All right, next case. That is 283 of 26, Elmont, Shanaz and Mansour Satur. Renewal of a grant to maintain a 6-foot-high fence photo dwelling on 8th Street, 5-foot-high fence photo dwelling on 8th Street and Cameron Street, and within the clear site triangle, and 7-foot-high arbor forward of the dwelling on Cameron Street, which may substantially obstruct line of sight. Property address 565 Cameron Street. Do I have any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I have a motion, make a motion on 28326 that the
Here for an hour.
request be granted for 5 years.
Same condition.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Next case, 284 of 26 Uniondale, Park Square Realty, care of Gary Pasquaretto, renewal of a grant for variance in lot area to maintain a two-family dwelling. Property address 996 Harding Street. Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 284 of 26 Uniondale Park Square Realty, located 996 Harding Street, be approved as requested.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Next case, 286.
Mr. Regano, if I may.
Sure.
Christina, on that Park Square, the lot area has been, is that permanently running with the land, but the two-family is technically before us as a renewal?
What's Park Square? What case number?
284. 284.
The one that we just did.
Oh, up there. I'm looking at the
Lot
address.
area. Well, I'm assuming, I don't have the file in front of me, but if it's a grant for lot area, it's not a use variance, it's going to be an area variance.
And that's,
So it's a permitted use in the residency zone.
and that would not need, it's, yes,
It's a variance for the lot area, not the use.
but we don't grant them temporarily, we grant them two-family temporarily, we're not gonna grant the.
Yeah,
one
that's
area
true,
occupied.
because it's a building, it's basically, we're saying, we're giving you this on this lot.
Yes, but it's temporary. I think it's.
Well, maybe
Yeah, same
you're right.
condition.
Yeah. Same
It's
condition.
not like the other lot areas where you can't build on the property unless you get a lot area. You know, unless we define,
The lot area
yeah, I think I agree with you, because the other times we do lot area. Christina, no, because usually when we have lot area before us, we're deciding if we're gonna allow a piece of property, to be called a but I'm not trying, I'm just saying,
No, I analyze it, I agree with you.
we're trying to decide if we're gonna allow something to be a building lot.
I agree
This
with
is a
Christina.
building lot, but we're at,
John,
all right.
Let's beat a dead horse. Somebody want to make a gut? We made the motion.
Temporary,
Two-
5 years.
286 of 26 Uniondale, Irene Rivas. Variances, height is being dismissed, right?
Yeah, so, this was the case where the plans were wrong, they
Right,
reflected the wrong
right,
height.
right.
The zoning information was wrong.
And it didn't make a lot
And
of
I
sense
think-
because,
And they actually submitted the wrong plans to our office.
which I'm not crazy about this, because
Yeah.
that thing was constructed in 23. So how is it there were 4 versions of things that happened to be wrong? It's not like, in other words, the thing was there to measure.
Correct. So, I mean,
So it
And,
sounds like.
and
some
my
people are fast and
recollection,
loose.
Joseph, my recollection is the building department is gonna have to go in there and check on those meters, right? In the basement,
okay.
because weren't there were some
I
open
don't even know
items?
about that.
There were a significant amount of open applications.
Yeah.
That being
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I think it makes sense, they're not gonna go out and do a final inspection, so I think they'll probably do everything in a
Yep.
blip. But I think at a minimum, we need corrected plans that have the correct height and.
Of course, and
So we're gonna hold it. Yeah,
and
put it
Miss
on reserve.
Schachter, write down Miss Schachter, because she's the,
Yes.
and,
I hope Mr. Gray
and when
would-
you talk to Miss Schachter,
Did she not come in here on past occasions?
that's Miss Pangalo, oh, Miss
And-
Schachter.
And since when is she drawing plans? I mean, is she
moved to North Carolina.
an architect?
Yes.
I didn't realize that either. Christina, so,
Female and the male.
she
In the male
Miss
profession,
Schachter
didn't
needs
they?
to know the documents that need to be corrected.
Lawyers did
Maybe you
that.
could just give her a brief thing about why there's some suspicion.
Sure.
And also,
Okay.
those open permits need to be
Close
closed.
out, sure,
So, and let the Schachter know that we dismissed the height.
sure. Yeah.
All right.
Did you see it? I didn't take it. Okay. Let me just.
All right, cases 287 to 290 of 2026 Baldwin, Oscar Lennis. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, rear yard, maintain addition and carport, both attached to dwelling. Special exception to maintain accessory structure, shed higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal max on all sides with lot area occupied variance. Special exception to maintain a second accessory structure, gazebo, higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal max with lot area occupied variance. Special exception to maintain a third accessory structure, gazebo, higher and larger than permitted and exceeding horizontal max with lot area occupied variance. This is 720 Beach Street, and They're asking for lot coverage of 38.54%.
Way too much.
Mr. Yes,
You go ahead, Joe, and then I'll say what I have.
go ahead.
I'll say first if you want.
So
Okay,
the
well,
question
I'll
becomes,
start.
And it was a big lot. It was an oversized
yeah,
lot.
yeah, so
But
it,
but in fairness, I kept saying to people on Point Lookout, percentages are percentages.
Right.
So the lot size doesn't kind of matter in a way, but I want to hear what you have to say, Joe. I'll just say, just so you know what we think she's agreed to, and that may not be sufficient for you, I understand. The whole place, everything on the land takes up 38.5%. The gazebo, the gazebo, the two gazebos, the porch and the shed. And, well, okay, I was gonna say, and the shed take up 7%. Of those, of the two gazebos and the porch, they're gonna keep those open. In addition, she's gonna keep the carport open. So we believe that that gets us down to, at the very least, not more than 30% of enclosed space on the property.
3157.
Yeah, except the
But that
shed
included
can't
the
stay
porch,
open. Right, the shed can't stay open, but in addition, as Christina said, she's also agreed that the porch that's not or the carport, wait, which one's not before us? The porch. So the carport and two gazebos to remain open, and add in the porch to remain open. So it's at least 30%, there's no more than 30% of this land that is gonna be encumbered by enclosed structure. But that doesn't mean it's perfect.
Encumbering the earth that it sits on. That's what the lot area occupied is.
Well, it's a measure of it, but I think that 30% of Joe, wouldn't you agree that 30% of a two-story building on a land is a different animal than 30% if it was 4 little sheds? I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying it may not be acceptable still, but it's not, it's a measure of land coverage to allow us to think of how that bulk on that property feels. I feel like, anyway. But
Does anybody want to look at this? Anybody want to volunteer to
Joe,
take
would you like to
a
go
peek?
take a look at it?
It's in
What's not there
Baldwin.
yet? Is everything
It's in Baldwin.
maintained?
believe everything is maintained.
Everything's maintained, so it's all there.
If no one will volunteer to look at it, I will volunteer to look
Well,
at it.
I just was gonna let Joe look at it because,
He's taking issue.
yeah, so that he could see how he feels about it.
Joanne, you want to do this?
I would-
All right, so we're going to
it's
hold it.
south, so Joe could do it.
We're going to hold it. It's in Baldwin. All right,
Okay.
I may go as well.
That's
All
always my
right.
worry, because to carry.
All right, next case is 291 to 292 of 2026. Wantor Dennis Lang III and Sarah Grzybowski Lang. Variances, front yard average setback, lot area occupied, construct second-story addition, covered porch, one-story vestibule, second-story cantilever, all attached to dwelling. Variance, side yard, maintain air conditioning unit, attached to dwelling. Property address is 2368 Wantor Avenue in Wantor. The applicant agreed to keep the open front porch open. All right? Any other comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Yes, I would just move, let me just make sure, Joe, we're on this one in Wantagh? Did you have any comments?
No.
Okay, so I would just make a motion, Mr. Chairman, cases 291 and 292 of 26 as you've described them, affecting the property at 2368 in Wantagh. I would move that the requested relief be granted with the condition, as you stated, that the requested covered porch remain open for all time to come. And how do we effectuate that? Are we using
All in favor?
Are we using a mechanism that runs with the land, or?
All right, next case, 1911 near Valley Stream, Surjit Singh Kalhar, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, property address is 11 Clovelly Drive. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I think we should reserve this. I think they're seriously going to consider a senior residence. They're going to consult with Becky after the
They
hearing.
will?
But
They did.
But wait, the thing
Okay.
is, Joe, even if they could, wait, but let me ask, even if they considered a senior residence, are we gonna transform this case into
No,
it?
this will be
So,
dismissed.
wait,
It
but,
doesn't come
but
before
then
us.
why don't we grant it? But Joe, here's the thing.
Go
If
ahead.
If they have to start a new case anyway for the senior residents, why don't we give them this relief right now? And, because that will go the same path regardless of what we do with this.
It may or may not need relief from the board depending on the square footage.
She looked it up, Becky, and said it's as of right.
But my point is, let's say,
Is this gonna, okay, wait,
but wait,
is this
let's
gonna
say-
cost them any money now? They're gonna have to pick up a permit and file covenants or whatever?
If they file for the senior residence, yes.
No, he's
That's
asking about
separate.
this.
This particular case.
This one, no, they've already paid the renewal fee,
Okay, I don't care.
So I'm just
you
saying,
know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
yeah. It's you're up to bat, Joe.
I am.
Yes.
I move that case number 19 of 2011 in near Valley Stream that we reinstate the mother-daughter for the same terms that were originally, with just the change of occupancies.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
You know, Joe,
opposed?
you're a little spicy. We should have just let you get a half an ablation.
All right, clean up is going to be the next case, at least for the morning session. 238 of 2026 Woodmere, not Shakira, Shakila Parveen, variances, lot area occupied, rear yard construct, second-story addition, expanded rear deck. We are now dismissing that portion of the application relating to the front covered porch.
Got it, baby?
Rear addition with roof deck, all attached to dwelling, 920 Midway Drive in Woodmere. Any comments from the board other than the decks are to be kept open, not further enclosed?
I move,
Look up why part.
I move case 238 of 2026. Location of property is 920 Midway Drive in Woodmere. The front covered porch is off, so that's dismissed. And the condition of the rear deck and the rear addition with roof deck shall never be enclosed. Therefore, the remainder shall be granted as requested.
Second, all in favor? Any opposed? Let's go to the reserve calendar and the videotape. Anything on page one? Hold it.
How do you feel about 57?
Gonna hold it.
5726?
Pardon?
Wait,
First one on the page.
Yep.
That's the one that they're supposed to be filing for the garage with fire damage. It was the two-family dwelling.
what's for us to do on that? Just the renewal?
They're supposed to file for the garage.
And I don't believe they've done it yet.
Make it part of the condition.
Why are we holding it? I'm sorry.
Because there was a fire in the garage. I believe they were illegally renting out the garage.
Correct.
There was a fire in the garage and the building department would like them to file for the garage for the fire damage, and they have not yet done so.
I'm sorry, did you say their garage was an apartment?
Correct.
So dismiss it and then
Deny. And this is part of the issue also, and I think we should probably try and rectify this on our end. When we do a renewal, we don't necessarily get a phone number or an email address. So it's relatively difficult to get in touch with the applicants for a renewal. Like you'll see all the time, you have a sign renewal.
Let's get on Gail's case.
Yeah. So.
Well, is there a form she fills out or something?
It is, but it only has their address. It does not have an
Can't
email
we just
address or
edit
phone
the
number.
form and add a slot?
Correct. But I think we need to update that for an
Okay.
email address
Agreed.
and a phone number.
So what do you need from us so that can happen?
Nothing, but that's just an
I
internal
didn't know
thing.
if you need John to
No,
say.
but, we should, I think, at least send them a letter.
Okay.
Saying,
Saying what?
Your failure, Well, no, your failure to comply within X amount of time may result in the dismissal of your application.
Well,
I
how
mean,
about
normally we send
something,
emails
wait,
like that.
instead of the,
It's been.
wait,
I'm just
I don't think it should say dismissal of application. I think it should say your two-family, your prior grant for a two-family dwelling is currently,
Expired.
about to expire or expire. It was scheduled to, it was required to be renewed on X day. That has been, whatever, a year. If you do not take the steps necessary to renew it and otherwise come into compliance with the Town of Hempstead building, zoning bill, whatever, then you are at risk of your two-family grant being revoked, not just not renewed.
Perfect.
Because don't you agree, John? Not renewed isn't that much of a penalty.
Yeah, I'd cut down the words, but,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
but
say
that's what I'm
Risk
saying.
revocation of your two-family grant.
that's enough.
Yeah,
No, but we've tried that.
yeah, I mean, they were specifically told here, and they were going to go right upstairs and do it, and we're still waiting months later. We could do that as well, but I don't know if you wanna just give them one shot.
I'm okay with dismissing it
So,
without prejudice. I'm okay with that.
All right,
Is what they'll do. Is
let's make a motion.
I will move, Mr. Chairman, as it relates to case 57 of 2026. The property is at 84 Waldorf Avenue in Elmont. The applicant is Edeline Magnan. This is a case that has a two-family that is renewable every 5 years. If not renewed, it's generally, no longer a two-family. This case was originally heard in February, and the applicants have been informed that they are to appear. They have fire damage in a garage that was being used illegally as an apartment that needs to be repaired. Obviously, there could be safety issues there, so they have failed repeatedly to show up or execute any of the documents and take steps necessary to renew it. So I move, Mr. Chairman, that we revoke the grant to maintain a two-family dwelling at that location.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
And I would,
you vote nay?
and I would respectfully request that the building department be notified that they no longer have a variance for two-family, and they should go and make a visit and do whatever they have to do.
Yeah, and can you just say also, I would suggest the building department, for purposes of ensuring that the fire damaged garage was properly dismantled or whatever. Why are you picking?
I'm not picking on you. What are you talking about?
I would just recommend that we make, whatever the building department needs to do to make sure that that garage is not still a safety issue.
Correct. We'll have them go out.
Okay. Next. Anything else?
I have nothing on page 1.
Okay.
What's this point lookout one?
That's the one,
You and I should talk about.
Did you
yeah,
have an update on?
Vignola.
Can you pull the one lookout file? Just
On page 2, Mr. Property Buyers LLC, we're still waiting for updated plans. I spoke with the representatives the other day.
Okay.
They're still waiting for the
Okay, that's 3. Good.
Do you have enough?
241 on page 2. Wait. Yeah.
You might have already.
Front yard average setback. Yeah, that one's fine. Oh, wait. 3-story dwelling demolished. What was the justification for the 3-story dwelling?
It fell, the one in West Hempstead, I see
Yeah.
2-story dwelling.
Yeah, I don't see 3.
Oh, because you gave me a lousy pair of glasses. Okay. Yeah, I inspected that. That was okay. Somebody make a motion.
I'll make a motion. I move, Mr. Chairman, that case 241, 2026, applicant Rebecca Feldman, the property is at 666 Jefferson Street in West Hempstead, that the requested relief be granted.
With conditions?
With conditions, new home conditions.
Got it.
Do you know what the lot area occupied was, or is?
Not off the top of my head.
You want to hold it till this afternoon, Joe?
I think that would be prudent,
Okay.
in my opinion, just.
PM.
So withdraw that
Okay, we'll just
motion?
do it for the PM, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Mont. That was a different one that's on the referral calendar. Yeah.
Yeah, and then time goes by and you forget that you looked at them.
yeah, Joe, that makes sense. We'll check it.
All right,
Okay.
So that file needs to be pulled
We'll
too.
pull that one as well.
next.
Okay, so the next one that I have an update on would be on page 3. It's cases, two.
If I may, when's this guy gonna give us the $30 for the,
I'm unaware that it's been received yet. We can follow up, that's Dory.
It's on Zaccarelli?
Yeah.
Yeah, $30, okay.
yeah, really?
That might be a good investment.
So the next one I have an update on is going to be cases 253 of 26 and 1180 of 26. I emailed a draft.
The draft,
I don't know if everyone had a chance to look at it,
I did.
but,
Yeah, Joe.
okay,
I'm good with it.
okay,
Me too.
okay,
I'm good with it.
Okay,
okay.
let's make a
So
motion.
It's gonna be, 253 adopted and then 1180 dismissed.
Oh, we need a sequel.
Joe, you want to make this motion?
Want me to do it, John?
Yeah, go right ahead. You're an expert.
On cases 253-26 and 1180 of 26, I move that we adopt a negative declaration as to the CEQA determination based on testimony given, exhibits in the file, and other materials we have reviewed and analyzed.
Second,
I did.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
On case 253 of 26, Oceanside Merrick Terrace, I move that we grant it as requested. And on case 1180 of 26, that it be dismissed.
okay.
Yep, any seconds?
Second.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
I-
Okay,
Okay,
next case.
yeah, so I did get an update on 259 of 26. You'll recall that was the case where the neighbor came out and she was concerned about the noise.
Noise.
There was also a generator that was not filed for. And they also had a fence that was in the front yard set back 4 feet from the property line. They've amended their plans. They now propose to set the fence back 7 feet from the property line. They moved the, equipment, the pool equipment.
Underneath the thing.
Yeah, further back, and now it's covered with a sound buffer, and they have filed an application for the generator. I do have.
You're gonna pull the file?
I can pull the file, sure. If
PM?
it's not ready.
It's across the street.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But
we'll
there's
pull the
something
file.
more, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. We'll pull the
We'll
file.
do it.
PM,
Okay?
The amended plan that just came in, has that been reviewed by the buildings
It
department?
sure has. It's assigned to Rebecca first, and she took a look at it.
And did she have
Good,
any
so we can
comments?
have her with
She
us.
had no comments, other than, and they did make mention that they do comply with the clear sight triangle at the neighbor's
Yeah, that's the
driveway.
biggest issue with that case. We'll take it up.
Rebecca reviewed the plans, and she was, nothing is increased, nothing new is triggered as a result of the modifications.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Next case that we have something on?
So the
Mr.
next one I
Mr.
have something on is 278 of 26. So since the last hearing, the NCPC recommended disapproval, and the reasoning for the disapproval was they were concerned
Merrick Road.
that the drop-off would be on Merrick Road. I also sent a draft decision on that one.
But they are really gonna do the drop off at that.
Correct. The attorney, so this is another just little point of information. So Marty Katz, who had been at the NCPC for an eternity, he retired. So there seems to have been a little bit of lag in getting the determination to the applicant's counsel. But the applicant's counsel already assumed that was a problem, and he offered as a condition that there shall be no child drop-off or pickup on Merrick Road. Child drop-off and pickup shall be on Beach Street only. So he anticipated.
They had that whole alleyway, which is perfect.
Exactly. So that's what he had already anticipated. So we've got that. Again, I sent out a draft decision. You did? Yeah.
So we're ready to go on that.
No, I would encourage everyone, if they don't like the pictures that I took yesterday of the situation, that they take a visit themselves, because it speaks for themselves, and I think the planning commission is spot on with their decision. There is a active retail place over here. They sell blinds. They're parked on the sidewalk. When I went there yesterday, there was a dumpster in the back alley with gates closed and locked with a padlock.
Wait, slow down, Joe. So that dumpster area,
I'm holding.
so is the issue that you're pointing out with this, is that the area that was proposed to be used? Is that what you're saying?
That's the alley where they would drop the kids off here and go down that alley, which is here.
Okay, so one issue is, can they control this to make it a good delivery spot, right?
Yes, that's one issue.
And then this car that's on the sidewalk, I take it you're saying that's Beach Street too?
This is Beach Street, and that's where there's a dumpster pickup over here. There just had to be no cars, and you see this is on Beach. This is the alley.
All right, so we need, at very least, it seems to me at the very least, we need to reach back to the applicant and find out.
No.
I
personally don't like the application, and if I could vote it, I think it's a bad pickup. Dangerous for kids, even on the side street, going down an alleyway on a busy road. It's a bad place.
You are absolutely right. Well, I agree with that opinion, and I don't know whether you got a chance to read the planning commission report, but that is exactly what they said.
But like he said, he found them out, so we need to know who's in.
I think it should be denied based upon my personal observations of the property yesterday afternoon, the testimony that was given, and the Nassau County Planning Commission.
All right, second.
I'm still gonna vote.
you talk about legal basis. I mean, I'm sort of, I could look at both sides of the fence there, you know, and the people that came in, it's a big monstrosity, no matter, and the legal basis, it doesn't fit into the contour of the neighborhood. It really doesn't. I mean, if you saw the renderings of it, you know.
Wait, you don't think that?
No, because it's like the pictures that I saw of it.
No, I just want to say, you mean, what part of, is it the size you don't think?
The size, yeah, it's
Or
tall.
the style, or what?
No, it's not the style, it's just the size. It's like a big monstrosity. It's like 95 feet, isn't it? Didn't they
Yes.
say?
That's what they kept saying.
Yeah,
but,
you know.
Well, you
put
can
a
look
big
at
house
it.
on a big lot.
It looked like it fit into, like everybody's.
How big was the lot? I forgot already.
Very wide, wasn't it? From one side to the other.
I mean, I don't know if it was wide or long, depends on
No,
what
I
way
said
you.
wide, I mean, from, 90 feet
It,
wide.
it was, it takes up, it's a large lot, so it takes up 38% of the lot. But, you know, to me, character is like, if I have a,
There are about 20 people in opposition,
I wrote it down.
and the applicant lives in England.
right now, but this is, and they were totally acceptable. And it-
That's what the testimony was, yes.
Well, that's not, that has no bearing on.
It doesn't have any bearing. The bearing is that
They're willing to accept
it's
owner occupied, never be a rental. Yes.
yes,
And it's never gonna be a rental.
I'm sorry.
Owner occupied.
But she's gonna move, right. Oh, get out of here.
He was talking about like the old case law.
He made
He was
some
making a
argument.
border dispute argument.
Correct, that there was something about 5 feet that was never accounted for, and there was somehow an illegal subdivision way back when.
In the 70s.
Yes.
Yes, that's why I got a journal.
Yes. Yes. It was a boundary dispute he was trying to.
Horrible.
And the basis of it was that in 1978,
My opinion.
someone illegally.
And they're looking for 38% lot area occupied, and it's a brand-new house. It's not in additions to
Well,
an existing
no,
house.
almost every house we're granting in Point Lookout's brand new. Like, we're granting
what?
55% coverage in Point Lookout.
I
for
realize
brand
that,
new houses.
and look what we did.
It's unique. It's a unique parcel.
It is.
Oh, it's unique in that it's big because someone spent the money to buy a big lot there.
But it's also. Motion to
Case
modify.
number.
Okay.
It is
Somebody make a
251
motion to
26.
modify
I will, 251.
251-26
And the,
pursuant to
what's
the
called what,
request.
Pepper?
Pepper Pot? It's 760 Elmont Road. I thought it was a reasonable.
And this is, sorry. So, Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion as it relates to case 251 of 2026. The applicant is Pepper Pot, located at 760 Elmont Road. We had originally granted them a number of things, and with certain conditions, and we now have a request to modify the conditions. They would like weekdays to be allowed to have takeout from 12 to 3 p.m. and dine in from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. They would like takeout on weekends from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and dine in from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. And they would like the kitchen operations to allow them to remain open up until 30 minutes before closing. So I would move that we have council amend the conditions we previously agreed to slightly alter them to include these conditions they've asked for.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
That's all that I.
Patrick. Patty, me boy.
Patty.
Patty, me boy. You going?
Do we have anything else?
We received something was flagged for administrative review by the building department. It was the Verizon wireless tower in East Atlantic Beach that we heard. Excuse me. So the architect's office sent a summary of what exactly the changes that they made. The facility was approved by the Board of Appeals on November 13th, 2025. Such approvals were extended to March 12th, 2026, and then subsequently to January 11th, 2027. During the construction design process, the structural consultants working in conjunction on the project advised us the need for increased bracing at the proposed equipment platform to handle high wind loads present in this area. The bracing in particular is overhead and would provide additional support to the screen walls, which conceal the equipment platform that supports the equipment cabinets from public view. The additional bracing needed would increase the overall height by only 1 foot from what was previously approved to 45 feet 11 inches. The facility, including the equipment platform and the screening walls, would not be greater than the maximum allowed height of 12 feet from the top of the roof deck and would still be below the existing HVAC equipment on the rooftop, which extended to 46 feet 7 inches. Please note that none of the screen walls for the antennas are increasing in height and will remain at the approved height of 44 feet 11 inches. The construction consultants also provided elevation and also provided an evaluation review of the existing building structure. This was done with the aid of existing. Upon review of those documents, they advised that the antenna sectors would need to be relocated above the center of the existing roof joints to aid in load distribution of the proposed equipment to the existing building structure. This resulted in the antenna sectors having to rotate slightly along the parapet to be located on top of the beams, as can be seen in the updated roof plan attached Exhibit 1. In addition to the location of the antenna sectors, the location of the equipment had to be shifted as well. This will also result of the need to be located above the center of the existing roof joists. They provided a copy of the new layout for the antenna sectors being moved.
Wait, Patrick, so they need another foot in height because they now discovered that they need roof bracing?
Yes, but
Like they didn't.
It's not triggering any additional variances. They're still within.
No, I'm just more concerned that they came in here with their engineer and the engineer designed antennas and got the bracing wrong. I mean, like, how does that work out? And how'd they uncover that they,
I assume that because it is located in the beachfront community, that they weren't planning for the amount of high winds coming off.
but he knew that when he did his report. You know what and it's interesting, how did this even come to the forefront if they did the whole thing?
My pleasure.
I mean, I have no problem with the thing, I'm just like, we had an engineer come in here who designed this and gave testimony. And what's the case number?
If it's for administrative review, I don't think we need to make a motion.
Okay,
If
good.
the board is okay with the changes,
Fine.
we
Just,
don't.
we'll put the new documents in
okay.
so we have the right pictures.
Board's
Do
okay.
you always put the condition
That
on
it,
that stuff, that
Patrick?
once it's obsolete, it has to be
That
removed?
it?
That's it, that's
Oh,
This
Lunch?
This one, oh, motion closed?
Motion to close.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
we used to put